One of Geometry Dash's most anticipated features, something that we are so desperate for, is the map. And the map we are so desperate for is because we know very few things about the map. And the few things that we do know about the map kind of make it a lot more exciting than it should be. So let me just go ahead and make a video, I would say, about, all of the information and all the knowledge we have about the map and what that feature is going to be. And also, because we don't have that much information, I'm gonna do like a deep dive into my own thoughts about what I think it is gonna be according to what Ruptop has said and also what the events has revealed. So the map is supposed to come out in 2.21, and it was originally supposed to come out with a 2.2, but it got delayed to 2.21, which I think is much better because it's gonna have user platformer levels. So it doesn't really make that much sense to release the map on an update where there are no platformer levels yet. So no user-made platformer levels, of course. So the first thing that comes into my mind what I think about the map is the fact that you cannot just enter it instantly when you open up Geometry Dash. The map is supposed to, and now this information is from like 2019 when Geometry Dash Lite got leaked, the 2.2 version of it, and the only way to access the map back then was to beat the tower, and we didn't know what the tower was, but now we know that this is the tower. And beating the tower is gonna lead you to unlock this map. But now the interesting thing is, what does it mean, beat the tower? Because beating the first four levels, is apparently not enough because there's a second floor to this tower. So is it gonna say you have to beat the tower, the first floor of the tower? We don't really know. From what I can remember, it used to say you have to beat the tower, so that would indicate the entirety of the tower, but is there really an end to the tower? Because it would be a shame if we would reach a point in time where Ruptop would stop making platformer levels. That would be not that very cool. So what does that exactly mean? We don't really know, but what we do know is that Ruptop is trying to prepare us to platformer mode. So if somebody is brand new to the game, they're gonna have to beat the tower, get used to the movements, get used to some of the mechanics that Ruptop uses and the checkpoints and all this stuff before going into the user-made platformer levels. And another thing is that maybe if we get some new platformer levels very soon, we might actually have like a small idea of what Ruptop has in mind for the levels that are going to come in here. Because if he, for example, focuses on teaching us a specific mechanic in the tower, that probably means he's aiming to add a platformer level with that specific feature, whatever it was, into the map to make sure that the player gets prepared for it before they enter the map. And then next up we have Demon Towers. And Demon Towers, I have no clue what this is. We have never heard anything about something called Demon Towers. But what I can speculate is that it's just like the tower, but it's made of demons. So you can see it as a gauntlet, but it's inside this thing. So you can play first level and then the second and the third. And it's a whole tower. And it goes from bottom to top because that's how towers work. And yeah, they are pretty hard levels with some really nice rewards, as it says in the next point, which says many unlocks, meaning that there are going to be some, some icons or some really secret abilities or things that we are going to unlock through the map. And it's going to be very unique, just like the auto key, where you're gonna get a cool reward that you would not be able to get otherwise. You have to play the map, which I think is very cool to get people into playing, platformer mode a lot, because a lot of people don't like it that much, but I think it's pretty cool. And one thing that really interests me about the user platformer level point is the fact that how is Ruptop gonna choose these platformer levels from users? Because it says user platformer levels, so is that like the gauntlets? Is Ruptop just gonna pick some random levels and just place them on the map? Well, we can take a look at one of the things Ruptop said about the map back a very long time ago. So Ruptop has actually leaked some images from the map back 4 years ago, exactly 4 years ago. 4 years ago minus 4 days. And he leaked this small image, which is followed by this one. You guys can see there's a bunch of trees and stuff. And yeah, so this is like a nature type thing. And also we got this one. And then we have this one as the final one. So do you guys see something with these images? They kind of have a specific theme. So for example, the first three ones probably all belong to the same small part of the map, which means they are going to be nature themed, which only makes sense if the levels that are being played there are nature themed. So if Roptob had to pick a random level from Geometry Dash, he's going to pick a level with nature, but the problem here is there are many different types of nature levels. So which one are you going to pick? And which the ones that you're going to pick they have to resemble the map as well, because otherwise that wouldn't really make that much sense. And here we have another big image of the map, which is honestly one of my favorites because there's a boss fight at the end, as you guys can see. And you guys can see that there's also a path already being drawn on the map. So you're going to fall from here and then slowly come on this, this mountain that you want to call it. And the levels are basically going to be stacked on here, which is honestly going to be really exciting. Having this map this looks so cool. I really want to see this coming very soon. So guys, you can see the problem. If Roptob randomly chooses platformer levels, there's no way to find like 5 or 6 platformer levels that perfectly resemble whatever is on this map so that it actually makes sense when you play it, and also resemble the theme, because the theme in here is kind of like gray and then cyan. This is like the two main colors, so it wouldn't really make any sense to play a level from here and starts purple or green or anything like that. So that's why I don't think Roptob is gonna choose random levels from Geometry Dash servers just like that. And that is why we have the event. We can take that as a reference into how Roptob might be using the user platform levels for the map. So you guys saw that all of these levels were specifically made for the events tab. So every single one of these levels was given to a talented creator to make a level with the given song, which was supposed to be a new song. And yeah, all these levels got released and were pretty cool. So as a result, we can take from that Roptob, if he wants to, he can set specific levels to be made, kind of like have a specific type of atmosphere or specific style that he chooses for that specific part. So you guys can see this is a castle, and the reward for it was an icon that is Castellay. So you guys can see how the levels that are being uploaded are kind of similar to the things that you get in game. So it would make a lot of sense if Roptob would also do the same for the map. However, that would take a long time to even get a small part of the map finished. Or it could just be unlocked for a few moments. I don't really know. Could be a possibility. That being said, Roptob would also have to draw the map part for the demon towers and what's not. So it's going to be a very big project. And you guys saw that picture I showed you, which Roptob showed us. It looks very fun. And the picture that you're seeing on the screen right now is also a new leak from the map that we haven't seen before 2.2. I believe we have seen like a very small snap of here, but the upper part we haven't seen. So you guys can see that there are specific themes for different parts of the map. So this one seems like it's an ice or like a snowy type of style. So it would make a lot of sense to pick levels, or, pick certain people that are going to make levels that are going to resemble that specific style. This way, the map could feel really cool. And honestly, I am really looking forward for the map. Beating the map on stream could be literally one of the best things ever. So yeah, we're going to have to see how that's going to go. Let me know what you guys think the map is and how it's going to be, whether Roptob is going to choose random platformer levels or whether he's going to set specific people to build these platformer levels according to his style of creation for the map. Yeah, I think that's it. Make sure to slap that like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.